Hello everyone, welcome to Educare. In this video, I bring to you the current affairs of 25th of April 2022. So without further delay, let's get started. Here is the first question. Who has been appointed as the Vice Chairman of NITI Ayog, succeeding Rajiv Kumar? Earlier, the Vice Chairman of the NITI Ayog was Rajiv Kumar, but recently, Suman Berry has been appointed as the Vice Chairman of NITI Ayog. Yeah, we can say Vice Chairperson of the NITI Ayog, Suman Berry. Well, there is other options like Satya Swan, Manoj Khattaria, and Ajay Kumar Sood. They are recently appointed, and Satya Ishwaran has been appointed as the Wipro's country head of India, and Manoj Kumar Kataria has been appointed as the General Director of Military Operation, and Ajay Kumar Sood has been appointed as the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. Well, if you talk about the NITI Ayog, then NITI Ayog chairman is always Prime Minister. So right now, Narendra Modi is the chairman of the NITI Ayog and vice chairman Suman Berry. But CEO is Amitabh Kant. Amitabh Kant is the CEO. Let's move to the next question. APEDA signed an MOU with National Research Development Corporation to synergize the activities in the interest of the agriculture and allied sector. Where is the headquarter of the APEDA? Well, APEDA full form is Agricultural and Processed Food Export Development Authority has signed MOU with National Research Development Corporation. So, headquarter of the APEDA is in New Delhi. Well, Agriculture Minister is Narendra Kumar Tomar, but the APEDA comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So, Commerce and Industry Minister is Piyush Goyal, who is Rajya Sabha member from Maharashtra. So, remember all of this important. So, New Delhi is the headquarter of APEDA and MOU with National Research Development Corporation for what? The activities related to the agricultural and allied sectors. Next question. Fina suspends Olympic champion Evgeny Rylov for 9 months over Vladimir Putin's rally. He belongs to which of the following country? So he is also from Russia. Well, the very typical name Evgeny Rylov. Evgeny Rylov is a he joins swimming and he is from Russia. Fina is an international organization of swimming and headquarter of the Fina is in Lausanne. Lausanne is in Switzerland. And Rylov is a gold medalist in Tokyo Olympic, which was recently held in 2021, last year. And the reason behind the suspension is that he attended the rally in Moscow in support of Russia's military campaign in Ukraine. You all know that war is going on in Ukraine. So just because this reason, Fina suspends him. So remember, and I already told that Royle won 2 gold medal in Olympic last year, Tokyo Olympic 2021. Next question. Which among the following has launched Business Sentiment Assessment Survey? Business Sentiment Assessment Survey is launched by Reserve Bank of India. Option number A, RBI. Well, the survey is conducted by the RBI quarterly basis, and this was the 98th edition of the survey. So, the survey is based on the country's manufacturing sector, which provides useful insights into the performance of the manufacturing sector. So, this survey is related to manufacturing sector. And who releases this survey? Reserve Bank of India. Next question. World Book and Copyright Day is celebrated every year on which of the following day? So, World Book and Copyright Day every year we celebrate on 23rd April. Well, the day is celebrated to spark innovation, generate knowledge, and change the minds. So, the day is celebrated for this reason. And if we talk about the books play a key role in our social change and combating violence and building a culture of peace. So books you should read, everyone should read, because books give the knowledge, give the power, many more things give the books. And the theme of this year is read, sow, You never feel low. Read so you never feel the low is the theme of the World Book and Copyright Day. Well, there is some options. 19th April, we celebrate World Liver Day. 21st of April, 2 days, World Creativity and Innovation Day. And the theme of the day is collaboration. And another day is National Civil Services Day. So both days are celebrated on 21st April. And on 22nd April, World Earth Day. We celebrate on 22nd of April. Well, the theme of the day is invest in our planet. So remember all of the important things. Move to the next question. Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated 48th edition of All India Police Science Congress AIPSC in which of the following cities? So just remember the answer, Bhopal. Bhopal is the capital of the Madhya Pradesh and governor of the Madhya Pradesh is Mangubhai Patel and CM is Shivraj Singh Chauhan, BJP party. So Union Home Minister Amit Shah, he also the Minister of Cooperation and constituency of Amit Shah is Gandhinagar, which is the capital of Gujarat. So remember, Bhopal is the city where the All India Police Science Congress was held. Move to the next question. Which of the following company has announced a new partnership to protect mangroves in Raigad district? Well, the Raigad district is in Maharashtra. And which of the following company? Which company? Then the company is Apple. Well, Apple is the headquarter of the Apple is in California, which is in US. And Apple announced this partnership with the AERF, Applied Environmental Research Foundation. This is an organization which is based in Pune, and it is an NGO, Pune based NGO, and it works to conserve the environment and work on environmental research. So the Apple partnered with AERF, or we can say in the partnership with AERF, to protect the mangrove ecosystem and the livelihood in the Raigad district of Maharashtra. And if we talk about the mangroves, so mangroves are the tree that founds in coastal areas. There are about 80 species of mangroves which is found, and all of the trees are grow in the area of low oxygen soil, or we can say in the coastal areas. And I already told Apple is headquartered in California, US, and Tim Cook is the CEO. Remember all of the important things. Next to the question. World English Language Day is celebrated globally on which of the following date? So we celebrate on 23rd April. 23rd April we celebrate every year World English Language Day. The day is celebrated by the UNESCO and to mark the birth and death anniversary, both death and birth anniversary of William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, you all know, is a famous writer, and on this guy's birth and death anniversary, UNESCO every year celebrates World English Language Day. United Nations has a 6 official languages, I already told you, and out of English is one of them, and remaining 5 are Arabic, Chinese, French, Russian, Spanish. These are the 6 languages of the United Nations official languages. Well, on 22nd of April, we every year celebrate World Earth Day, and invest in our planet is the theme of this year. And on 20th April, we celebrate World Chinese Language Day. This is also one of the 6 official languages of the UN. And on 21st of April, I already told World Creativity and Innovation Day, collaboration was the theme, and National Civil Services Day is also celebrated on the same day. Move to the next question. Next question is the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson opened JCB's new export-focused factory in which of the following cities of the Gujarat? So in the Vadodara, not in the Vadodara, but in the near Vadodara, and near Vadodara, the factory is going to be opened, and factory of JCB. Well, JCB is a Britain-based company which manufactures equipments like construction, agriculture, related to agriculture, and other many purposes. And the full form of JCB is Joseph Cyril Bamford. Joseph Cyril Bamford is the full form. Bamford is the full form of JCB. And the factory which is going to be start, or we can say going to be opened, which will produce 85,000 tons of metal, or we can say process, not produce, better will be process. So this factory will process 85,000 tons of metal, or we can say steel, every year. So Vadodara is the place where this factory is going to be opened. Next question, RBI sets 3-year deadline for non-individual borrowers. Non-individual borrowers, important to note, to obtain legal entity identifier, LEI in short code. So RBI sets 3-year deadline for non-individual borrowers to obtain legal entity identifier codes. How many alphanumeric characters are in LEI code? So there are 20 alphanumeric characters in the LEI, legal entity identifier code. Let me understand you some important factors in this question. Let me first explain what is non-individual borrowers. First, we have to understand what is individual borrowers. Individual borrower mean borrower who natural person borrows money for personal uses, or we can say for family purpose and for any other purpose. So this is called individual borrower. But non-individual borrower, the borrower who borrows the money for not individual purpose, for not personal purpose, but for like a company purpose, for the trust, for HUF, for any other purpose, but not for individual purpose. This is called individual borrower. Sorry, non-individual borrower. Now next to understand legal entity identifier. What is legal entity identifier? It is developed by International Organization for Standardization, and headquarter of IOS is in Geneva, which is in Switzerland. And this LEI makes unique identification of those legal entities which are participating in financial transaction in international level. And each LEI contains information about the entity. So everywhere everyone can get the information about the entity, and this enhance the transparency in global marketplace. So LEI in simple word is unique identity to recognize the entity is legal or not on the international level. So this is the LEI. And so one more thing you should know in this question, that 3-year deadline is for which companies, and because there are different categories there are 3 categories in this regard. Let me make you understand. If the company has brand value less than 25,000 crore, and sorry, first we understand the more than. If the entity has more than 25 crore brand value, then the deadline is April 2023. But if the company has brand value between 10 crore to 25 crore, then the deadline is April 2024. But if the company has brand value less than 10 crore and more than 5 crore, then the deadline is April 2025. So simply, if the brand value is less than 25 crore, then the deadline is April 2023. If the brand value is more than 10 crore and less than 25 crore, then the deadline is April 2024. And if the brand value is less than 5 crore and more than 10 crore, sorry, more than 5 crore and less than 10 crore, then the deadline is April 2025. This is also important things, and I included this in the PDF, so you don't need to be hustle. So remember all of the important things. Next, let's move to the next question. Next question is here. RBI issues new rules and penalties for the credit and debit cards effective from the which of the following date? So there are some rules and penalties regarding credit cards and debit cards. First of all, understand these rules and penalties are not for the customer, but these are for banks and NBFCs. These rules are for banks and NBFCs. And the deadline, the date from this rules and penalties will be continue is July the 1st, 2022. On this date onward, the penalties and rules will be apply. The rules and penalties are, I already told, for banks and NBCs, and penalties only for when the non-compliance, in case of non-compliance of the new regulations. In this case, the penalties will be applied. Well, one of the rule of this guideline that if the bank has a net worth more than 100 crore, then this bank can issue credit card without RBI approval. But if the bank is urban cooperative bank, UCB, urban cooperative bank, if there is an urban cooperative bank, it can also issue the credit card if have more than 100 crore worth net worth, but before issuing it required RBI approval only for the urban cooperative banks. But they can only issue credit cards, not co-branded credit cards. Understand this thing. Thing is that banks can issue credit card if the net worth is more than 100 crore without RBI approval. But UCB, urban cooperative banks, needs approval of RBI even they have net worth more than 100 crore. But they can issue only credit cards, not co-branded credit card. So what is the difference between credit card and co-branded credit card? Well, credit card has no much options rather than the co-branded credit card has. Like this co-branded credit card has discount option, and it has shopping points, it have free delivery, and many more options in the co-branded credit card you can find. But all of these facilities are not in credit card. So this reason behind UCB cannot issue co-branded credit cards. There is one more rule. What is? The rule is for RRBs, regional rural banks. The banks can issue credit card if they have net worth more than 100 crore. But they can issue only with the sponsored bank. If the sponsored bank is not, then it can be issued with another bank, but they need a separate bank. So remember all of the rules I included in PDF, so you can revise from the PDFs also. Next question. Who among the following releases two books, The Magic of the Mangla Jodi and The Sikh History of the East India? These two books are released by Naveen Patnaik, who is the Chief Minister of Odisha, and Governor of the Odisha is Ganeshi Lal. And these books are released by Naveen Patnaik. Well, the Magic of the Mangla Jodi is written by Avinash Khemka. And the Sikh History of East India is written by Avinash Mohapatra. So remember both the names and writer's name, and who releases? Naveen Patnaik. Move to the next question. In this question, I have one thing I would like to add. Mangla Jodi is the village in the Odisha. So on this note, remember. Next question. Who among the following has been named by the UN as the Champion of the Earth Lifetime Achievement Award? Champion of the Earth Lifetime Achievement Award is the top level award of the UN in the environment category. And the award is given by the UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, which is headquartered in Nairobi, which is capital of the Kenya. And Kenya's currency is shilling. Well, the UK's United Kingdom's currency is pound sterling, not shilling, pound sterling. But Kenya's currency is shilling. So this award is given by the UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, and this award given for the global environmental movements because the outstanding performance of David Attenborough, the award is given to him. So in simple word, we can say the award Champion of the Earth Lifetime Achievement Award is given to David Attenborough, who is from UK, And the award I already told that for the outstanding impact, outstanding performance in the global environment movements. That is why the award given to him. So remember all of this. There were some schemes who are in news. That scheme we can say awards in news. That first award is Prime Minister Award for Excellence in Public Administration given to the Udan scheme. And another award, Salient Model Bank Award. Salient Model Bank Award given to IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank. Move to the next question. Indian Air Force and Indian Navy tie up with which tech company to acquire safe to sealed warships and fighter jets? In simple word, we can say Indian Air Force and Indian Navy tie up with which company to acquire safe technology to shield their warships and fighter aircrafts? So, well, safe technology is developed by DRDO. DRDO, Jodhpur, and DRDO is the answer of the question. So, Indian Air Force and Indian Navy partnered with DRDO to acquire the safe technology to shield their warships and fighter jets. Well, what is the safe technology? Well, imagine this is the boat, or we can say this is the ship, or fighter ship, or warship. Now, what happened? There is a mini, and he launches a missile, which is a radar guided missile. What is radar guided missile? When the missile follow a particular thing, if the things moves next, then missile also move according to the thing. We can say in the example ship. If the ship go back, then go forward, then missile also go forward. So according to the ship, missile will change its direction. So this is called radar guided missiles. So if the missile is launched by enemy on the ship, and if this ship has safe technology, then the safe technology creates a metal particles around the ship. Around the ship, it will create metal particles, and these metal particles looks like cloud. Then this missile will got confused, which is the ship, because clouds are around the ship, so it got confused. So this is the technology and how it is works. So this safe technology is developed by DRDO and DRDO Jodhpur. Well, this ability of the safe technology is India also have, and India is the second country only after USA which has this type of technology. So very important technology, and India is the second. It's a proud moment for India. And this technology includes 3 variants like short range, medium range, and long range. In 3 variants, this technology is found. So remember all of the important things. Let's move to the next question. Next question is world's largest and most complicated cyber defense exercise called Locked Shields were conducted by NATO in which of the following countries? So well, NATO is a non-allied treaty organization, and the headquarter of NATO is in Brussels. Brussels is in Belgium, which is capital of Belgium, and founded in 1949. This NATO has conducted an exercise called Locked Shields, and Locked Shields conducted in Estonia. Estonia's capital is Tallinn, or we can say Tallinn, and currency is euro, as it is European country. And NATO has 30 members. It is 30-member organization, and in 30, 28 are European countries and 2 are North American countries. Well, there was an exercise in news, Net Polrex, which was conducted by Indian Coast Guard in Mormugaon port, which is in Mumbai. So this exercise you have to also remember. Move to the next, which is news. NPCI International Payment Limited, NIPL, said that Bhim UPI is now live on NeoPay terminals across the UAE. In simple word, we can say now you can use UPI in UAE. That's simple meaning of these lines. Well, under this NeoPay, the UPI will work. And NeoPay is the payment subsidiary of Masrik Bank. There is a bank, Masrik Bank, and it is the largest and private bank of UAE, and we can say oldest bank of UAE, Masrik Bank, and NeoPay is the subsidiary, payment subsidiary of Masrik Bank. So under this NeoPay, the BHIM UPI will work in UAE. Remember. Next news and last news, India's fiscal deficit, states and center combined, has been projected 9.9% of the GDP for the financial year 2023 because of the rising in energy and food prices. Earlier it was less than 9.9%, but recently what is saying is that energy prices is also soaring because of the Russia and Ukraine war, and food prices are also rising. So this reason behind this reason, due to this reason, the fiscal deficit percentage of the GDP is going to increase, and this is projected by Indian International Monetary Fund (IMF). So remember 9.9%. And what is the meaning of the fiscal deficit? You should know, when the expenditure is more than income, if we talk about government in India, if the expenditure is more and income is less, the difference between both is called fiscal deficit, and the difference is filled by loans or privatization of government organizations and many other sources. So this is fiscal deficit, and the projected fiscal deficit for the financial 2023 is 9.9%. Let's move to the next question. So there is not next question. This is the last, and IMF is headquartered in Washington DC, and Christine Georgieva is the MD, Managing Director of the IMF. So this is the class of the 25th of April. I will meet you on 26th of April. Till then, goodbye.